The vacant seats at the House of Representatives have now been filled as the results from Sunday's by-elections are out. The parliament sessions, meanwhile, are yet to be assigned adequate business to give momentum to the formation of significant laws. Formation of the parliamentary thematic committees that was earlier expected to conclude today has also been stalled by at least a day as parties failed to settle on issues of interest. Good evening, I'm Prarambha Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Stakeholders call for a review of fiscal policies at the Kantipur Economic Summit. Premier Dahal hints at making some changes. Finance Ministry and Central Bank divided about the economy. Defeat at Sunday's by-elections raises questions on the leaderships of Nepali Congress and CPN-UML. Experts opine there is no alternative for traditional parties than changing approach. Lawmakers raise questions on the Bill for Citizenship Act and the issue of fake Bhutanese refugees at the Parliament. Home Minister shows of solving the issues at the earliest. And three-star and Masunda play a goalless draw at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League. Saddo Bato defeats Sankata 4-0. Himalayan Sherpa get better of Jaula Hill. Prime Minister Pushpakumar Dahal has admitted that the government had failed to give momentum to development works as needed and expected by the public. Speaking at the economic summit organized by the Kantipur Media Group in the capital today, Prime Minister Dahal said the transformations were evident in national politics. However, that transformation had yet to translate into public lives. The Premier emphasized on the need for development that is inclusive and to review policies and plannings.
हामीले देशको राजनीतिक प्रणालीमा पक्कै पनि महत्त्वपूर्ण परिवर्तन हासिल गरेका छौं। अबको हाम्रो प्रमुख कार्यभार जनताको अपेक्षा पूरा हुने गरी समावेशी विकास र समृद्धि हासिल गर्नु नै हो। हाम्रो विकास प्रयासहरूबाट विभिन्न क्षेत्रमा महत्त्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि हासिल नभएका पनि होइनन्, तर हाम्रो आवश्यकता र सम्भावनाको तुलनामा ती निकै नै न्यून देखिएका छन्।
Premier Dahal also said that even media had been affected by natural disasters and COVID pandemic that has already battered the country's economy. He expressed commitment to develop the media and communication sector and assured that the government was doing legworks to distribute government advertisements among media outlets through the board. During the event, Kantipur Media Group Chair Kailash Shiroya called on effective coordination and cooperation between government entities to improve the economy. Shiroya emphasized that the government had a key role in protecting the economy as well.
अर्थतन्त्रको आन्तरिक पाटोको समस्याहरू हट्न सकेका छैनन्। समग्र निजी क्षेत्र मन्दीको मारमा छ। सरकार आफैले अपेक्षित राजस्व सङ्कलन गर्न सकिरहेको छैन। उद्यमी व्यवसायीहरूले बैंक तथा वित्तीय संस्थाबाट सहजै ऋण पाउन सक्ने अवस्था छैन। ऋण पाइहाले पनि महँगो ब्याज तिर्नुपर्छ। समग्रमा भन्नुपर्दा किन हो अझै पनि नेपाली अर्थतन्त्रले आम जीवनमा आत्मविश्वास जगाउन सकेको छैन।
Nepal Rashtra Bank Governor Mahaprasad Adhikari has claimed that the nation is not suffering an economic recession. Despite a passive economic state, Governor Adhikari said that there was no recession at the moment. Addressing the Kantipur Economic Summit organized by the Kantipur Media Group in Kathmandu today, Governor Adhikari said that there was no alternative to increasing development expenditure to revive the national economy. Adhikari added that increase in non-performing loans of banks was normal in the current situation and said that it would not create any impact in the financial sector. Addressing the "Where is the money" session, Governor Adhikari attributed the liquidity crisis to outflow of funds for import and reduction in development expenditure. He said that there was no demand for loans as the businesses and industrialists had already taken loans exceeding their requirement. However, industrialists and business persons said that they were not able to increase investments because of the high interest rate of the banks. Nepali Congress, the political party which claims to have been played a significant role in the establishment of democracy in the country, suffered a humiliating defeat in the April 23rd by-election of the House of Representatives. While Nepali Congress failed to retain the votes they had received in the previous election, the party also lost a seat at the House of Representatives. Largest party of the House of Representatives, Nepali Congress has suffered a defeat in Tanaw 1, the electoral constituency of President Ramchandra Paudel, who is also from Nepali Congress. Nepali Congress had used all their resources for the election. General Secretaries Gagan Thapa and Biswaprakash Sharma led the campaign, while Prime Minister and senior leaders of the coalition parties attended the election assemblies. However, despite massive use of power and resources, Congress failed to retain their influence in Tanahu. The challenge from Swarnim Wagle within a month after quitting the party resulted in a sour defeat for Nepali Congress in Tanahu. Policy vacuum has begun surfacing in Nepali Congress. The 14th General Convention of the party only elected its leadership and did not hold any discussions on policies, while a policy convention has yet to be held. The defeat in the by-election has also been attributed to the lack of clear policies in Nepali Congress. The leaders spoke about history and contributions of the party during the election campaigns, while the young voters were concerned about the present and the future. Failing to create sound plans to convince the voters, Nepali Congress has also given continuity to past trends and practices instead of ensuring good governance from the government. The by-election results have also proven that forming coalitions is not adequate to ensure a victory. Failure in ensuring significant improvements in the party will only create further challenges for Nepali Congress in the days ahead. CPN-UML that maintained second position in the national politics by contesting against the five-party ruling alliance during the November 20 elections received the highest number of votes in the proportionate category as well. UML secured 78 seats in the parliament at a time when the party was in the process of a split. The party that had quit the ruling alliance conducted grassroots level campaign up to ward level after the elections to strengthen its organizational structure. However, the main opposition has been shocked by its poor performance in the by-election that was held on Sunday. CPN-UML remained in the third spot in the by-election held in Bara, Chitwan and Tanahu. The party lost 11,000 votes in Tanahu and 4,500 in Chitwan compared to the November 20 general elections. CPN-UML is considered strong in terms of organizational structure. The party structure from center to ward level is stable as well. UML mobilized its central leaders to lower level during the 3-month-long Mission Grassroots campaign with a view to stimulate the structure. The results of the recently concluded by-election shows that the party's campaign was ineffective. The trend of making decisions through discussions have been shrinking within CPN-UML. The party has been functioning based on CPN-UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli's own ways as well. Oli on his own made the decision to give the vote of confidence to CPN Maoist Center Chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal to become the Prime Minister and to withdraw the party's support lent to the government. Likewise, Oli himself fielded candidates for the by-election. UML leaders, however, have still refrained from speaking against Chair Oli. CPN-UML has yet to review its weaknesses during the November 20 elections. It is yet to be seen if the party will do so during its Central Committee meeting in Jhapa, which is slated between 11th and 13th of May. Meanwhile, protesters have pelted stones against CPN-UML chairperson KP Sharma Oli with the demand of scrapping the name of Koshi province. Protesters pelted stones against Oli at Budhabare of Buddha Shanti rural municipality of Jhapa while he was on his way to Ilam. After the incident, Oli said that dialogues could be held regarding the name of the province and added that violent activities were simply unacceptable. 2 police personnel were injured during the protest while a protester was arrested as well. The formation of the parliamentary thematic committees has been affected as the main opposition CPN-UML has voiced dissatisfaction over the provisions of Constitutional Council bill that has been tabled at the parliament. At a meeting held today, the party expressed its disagreement regarding provisions of the Constitutional Council bill, which has now pushed the works of formation of parliamentary committees till tomorrow. Based on the provision that UML has protested, presence of committee chair and 50% of the members would be enough for parliamentary committees to make a decision. UML has demanded the provision be changed, saying that only majority votes should be considered while approving the decisions. The Constitutional Council comprises of Chief Justice, Leader of Opposition, Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Chairperson of the National Assembly and the Minister for Law and is under the leadership of the Prime Minister. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we were asked, why has the reconstruction of structures damaged by the April 2015 earthquake not been completed even after 8 years since the disaster? 20% were for A, lack of sources, 75% were for B, not in the priority, and 5% were for C, procedural complications. And here is our today's question. Why has the formation of parliamentary committees been delayed? Your options are A. No consensus on share of committees, B. Irresponsibility of parties, and C. Inadequate pressure from the Speaker. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked why has the trend of youth leaving the country for higher education abroad increased. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
विद्यार्थीले पढ्दै र कमाउँदै सँगसँगै पनि गर्न चाहन्छ त्यसकै त्यही अवसर खोज्नका लागि भए पनि विद्यार्थीहरू बाहिर जाने
शैक्षिक बेरोजगार भएर बस्नुपर्ने अवस्था चाहिँ हालको अवस्था छ
नेपालमा तपाईको रोजगारको अवसर छैन
विदेशमा गएपछि चाहिँ पढेर जागिर पनि ग्यारेन्टी हुन्छ
हाम्रो मुलुकमा रोजगारीको भरपर्दो ग्यारेन्टी छैन
पढाइको नाममा चाहिँ कमाई गर्नको निम्ति चाहिँ युवाहरू धेरै संख्यामा विदेश गइरहेको पाइन्छ
पैसा कमाउँदै अनि पढ्ने उद्देश्यले
पैसा कम पनि लाग्छ बाहिर गएर राम्रो शिक्षा पनि प्राप्त गरेर आउँछ
नेपालमा पढेर कुनै काम छैन रोजगारी पाइदैन
बाहिर गएपछि कमाई पनि हुन्छ र उता पढाइ पनि हुन्छ भनेर
यहाँ रोजगारी छैन पढ्ने भनेर जाने कमाउने त्यही भएर विदेश जाने बढी लाग्छ
लागत फिर्ता नपाउनुको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ विद्यार्थीहरू विशेष त विदेशी नै पर्ने समस्या देखिएको छ
उच्च शिक्षा पाएपछि चाहिँ मान्छेहरूले आफ्नो रोजगारीको चाहिँ ग्यारेन्टी नभएको कारणले
आफ्नो आर्थिक हैसियतलाई पनि सबल बनाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ धेरै विद्यार्थीहरू चाहिँ यो अध्ययनको चाहिँ सिलसिलामा भन्दै विदेश गएको चाहिँ देखिन्छ
बेरोजगारी समस्याको समाधान पनि हुन्छ
पढाइ राम्रो छ उताको त्यसैले विदेश जानुहुन्छ
आर्थिकको समस्याको कारणले गर्दाखेरि
पोलिटिकल पावर लगाउनु पर्छ जागिर खानको लागि त्यही भएर विदेशी क्रम बढिरहेको छ
It is now time for the sports news.
Sports news.
Three-Star Club and Machindra Fural Club have been held at a goalless draw at the Martyrs Memorial A Division League. Both teams wasted several opportunities to find the back of the net in the match played at the Dashrath Stadium in Tripureshwar. With the draw, Three-Star Club remains second in the Martyrs Memorial A Division League standings with 22 points from 12 matches. Meanwhile, defending champions Machindra are 7th in the points table with 17 points. Saddobato Youth Club have humbled Sankata 4-0 at the A Division League. With the win, Saddobato have climbed to the 3rd position in the league standings. In the match played at the Chassel ground in Lalitpur, William Opeku and Deepak Raj Singh scored 2 goals each. William put Saddobato ahead in the 10th minute and doubled the team's lead with his second goal 8 minutes later. Deepak then scored 2 goals in the second half as he found the back of the net in the 68th and 82nd minutes. Deepak has now taken his tally at the ongoing season of the Martyrs Memorial A Division League to 10 goals in 11 matches. With the win, Saddobato have 21 points, while Sankata have 15 points and are placed 9th in the table. Now, top-placed Jaulakhel Youth Club have suffered a shock 2-1 defeat against relegation-threatened Himalayan Sherpa Club at the A Division League. Mutumba Pistoni played a significant part in earning 3 crucial points for Sherpa. He put Sherpa ahead in the 10th minute of the match, while doubled Sherpa's lead by marking his brace 9 minutes later. Up next is the weather update. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.